I think has it been played? Has he gone? Has it? Let's just check. He has. Okay, let's stick with this. Knight d5's been played, and this is, of course, the game between Shirov and Aman, and he's threatening knight takes c3. Now, Alexei has played knight b5. He's trying to hold things together. Oh, it looks so dodgy. He's blocking it with his piece. Maybe the only defense.
And knight b5 was the most resilient move.
Well, I mean, it'd only be Shirov to find this, and he's pretty. I mean, what now? What's he going to do? He's gone h5. Has he really got time to play that?
Wow.
Really? You can play a calm move like h5. That's so calm. I'll just play the calm h5. It must have been something better than h5.
And I think
surely.
we're being. I think.
Well, he's certainly threatening rook takes b5, but it must have been something else in the air there as well. I mean, c4 here looks natural.
And I think we're being told in the chat that h5 was the best move in the position.
So, well, it does also, you know, you can't go rook takes b5 in the last position because of queen a8 check. You're giving your king an escape square. c4, the only move to defend that, because there was a threat here. Rook takes b5 and then taken on d1 because the queen's defending that one. c4 played, and this position, well, knight e3 springs to mind. Is there something stronger though? Why have you done that to me? Stupid position, and it's done that to me. I'm not touching it. Okay, c4 being played. And, well, why not knight b6 is possible to try to take on c4? Oh, knight b6 is very simple, yeah, because you're just going to take on c4. It's game over. Because the white queen has to keep defending the rook. If you go knight b6, you attack the queen, and you can't do a move like queen a7, for example, because that's a check.
By the way, in the chat, people are hailing Harry the H-pawn doing the job. I mean, who would have thought in this position that Harry would win the day?
I know. Harry the H-pawn has won, maybe going to win the day against Alexei. It's really interesting what's Alexei's body language. He seems to be sinking deeper and deeper into the ground there. I mean, you know, we all love Alexei for his chess, but you just got to give credit to Aman, who's playing a fantastic game. He's playing brilliantly. He seems to be playing all the right moves. And we're
going to have if Aman wraps this up, we're going to have a traffic jam here getting into the commentary booth, because we're still awaiting Gawain, who's analysing with his opponents. But of course, we will have to get Aman in as well.
Yeah, I mean, knight b6 looks crushing. Let's just show one line. Let's say queen c2. You can only go to c2. I can't see any other square you go to. You can't go to b3. I take the queen. If you go to c2, after this, then I play knight takes c4. And that gets my pawn back. I'm not material down. You still can't take the knight because I win your rook. I'm threatening rook takes b5.
Also threatening knight e3. There's so many threats in the position.
So too many. If you move the knight, well, I've got so many ways to win.
Knight a3.
Knight a3 is the nicest, yeah. So this is just game over. If he finds knight b6, this is why maybe...
Down to under 5 minutes now.
Maybe one of the best game.
You can answer knight c4 by rook takes d7.
Let's have a look. So here takes, and now rook takes d7, trying to rely on the back rank ideas. Now,
and then into position on a7.
Now it is though. It is here. Black to move, and it just feels there is going to be something crushing here, and just need to. Well, find the move in this position. Now, I got the checks. You go rook d1. I've got other checks on a3. I mean, maybe g6 is the funny rook. No, because you take the knight then. I've got queen c6, forking 2 pieces.
There must be something.
Yeah, there must be something. I certainly feel there must be a big move here in this position. So let's have a look. Well, I mean, even knight a3 is not ridiculous, but I don't think it's right. Knight takes b2. I think we're getting. What about knight takes b2? I like that one. Let's keep going. Boom. That's a boom move. Boom. Get rid of the pawn.
Put that in your pipe.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's the move, isn't it? That's the move. I'm trying to divert the queen away from this square. So if you go queen takes, I think my point was queen check on f1, unless there's something better. Queen f1 and then rook takes b5. I was hoping would be strong enough. Something like this. So you move the king, rook takes b5, and this to me looked like it should be just winning for black, because if you check, king h7, you give me another check, I could just go g6, and your king's too exposed on a2 here. So
is it though? What if I play, let's say, rook a8?
Ah, this has got to be winning for.
I mean, it looks awful, but
yeah, this is game over. I mean, yeah, queen f3. I mean, the king's not going to last long. You can hold on for a while, but it's got to be winning. Queen f3, queen d5 coming in.
You know what I'd love to do? If only my queen was on d2 instead of c2, I'd probably have rook h8, maybe? Rook h8 ideas?
I think I can always come back to h7 there.
Oh, true.
Probably. If I take
yes.
it, probably.
Sorry, never mind.
No,
don't mind me.
Same. But this has to be good though, doesn't it? It has to be good for it. I mean, he's still thinking here though.
It's down to 2 minutes now.
Do you think he's enjoying himself too much?
I don't think so.
Let's just go back, because I mean, do we think that's going to happen, Fiona? What do we reckon? Do we think that's going to actually work? Do you think that's going to go that way?
What?
Do you think we're going to see this happen in
Knight
the game?
b6?
Yeah. And then that whole sequence.
I think it's unlikely, but then I don't know how forced it is.
I mean, this line looks maybe reasonably forced. So, okay, but he's got 1 minute 40 now. 1 minute 40. So we're really closing in the end of this game. And it's only moved 29, so they've got 11 moves to make. 11 moves to make. And you can see the time, 1 minute 30
I think that's often the case. I mean, a while back, Aman had 20 minutes on the clock. Shirov had 2 or 3. And Aman knows he is probably winning. But it's a matter of now converting the game. And you want to make sure, but as time ticks down, the pressure increases and increases. So we'll have to see. Down to 1 minute now.
There's one thing, you know, us finding the moves here on the third, fourth attempt, and you know, maybe we could find it under no pressure if we had enough time. But there's another thing, sitting at the board, probably realizing you're winning against, you know, a brilliant game against one of the best players in the world.
And I think it's a position. You don't have so much time now. You need to find a move.
You need to move.
You don't have time for random moves.
38 seconds as well. I mean, literally, you know, you've got to move soon. He's got to move 30 seconds. I'm getting a little bit nervous for him now. Just a little.
It's moments like these where I'm really happy with sitting here in the commentary.
He's found it. He's found knight b6. And Shirov does not look happy about that one. Chair in. Well, he's got to go queen c2. I think the next move is forced. Then we might see knight takes c4. I think we're going to maybe see this variation, but the key move, I don't even know if it is. Knight takes c4 has been played. It's been played. And remember, the queen is attacking the rook here, so the white queen, and now, but this rook takes d7 certainly looks like the trickiest try. Will he find knight b2 in that position? That is not an easy move to find. He's winning, but will he find the right moves under so much pressure? And it is a lot of pressure. I mean, Shirov's a great defender. He can calculate as well as anyone else in the world. So, what's he going to play? Is he going to play rook takes d7?
What choice does he have?
He's done it. We've actually, we're doing a great prediction job. But is knight b2 the move to play? And that's not easy to find. That is not an easy move to find. I mean, if you miss rook d7, which is an easy move to miss, you could go totally wrong here, because you've only got under a minute to find a great move. Well, I was thinking knight b2 is the best move, because I want to take this with check, and I want to just open up the king. If you go king takes, I take it with check, so you can't go back rank checkmate me. This is the idea. If you take with the queen, my point now is I can check with my queen, and I can again take this on the next move. This is actually there might. I can now. Well, the important point here is I've moved your queen away, so I've diverted your queen away from defence of this square. So, for example, you go king a2. We looked at this line a second ago. Rook takes b5, and if he gets to this position, he will be fine. Definitely.
I mean, this is a lot easier to play than the position we have on the board right now.
Yes. So I think the key point is.
And look at
here.
the clock times.
Oh dear, 12 seconds. No, I don't know if this is good or not. He's gone knight e3. He's gone knight e3. Whoa, is knight e3? Well, okay. I don't know if this is still good, but knight b2 looks so strong.
Okay, so let's look at this now.
I'm getting nervous now. Maybe this is better, I don't know, but it's just knight b2 looked good. Is this so hard to work things out here? And there are
a lot of, I think, a lot of very nervous Aman fans in the chat right now.
Yes, and Shirov now, well, what will he play? Will he play queen d3? That looks like a good, sensible square. Let's say he goes queen d3 in this position, because I'm threatening to swap some pieces off. I'd love to swap some pieces off.
Can I go queen h1 now?
So queen h1, and I have to go king a2 here. And if you go rook a8, I can go rook a7, and I can block you out here. And I think Shirov's, well, dare I say it, better. So you need a good move.
Someone in the chat is saying it's still -2.
Wow, okay.
Knight b2 was the best move, but, apparently this is still better for white, but not easy. Better for black, sorry.
Right. Okay, but how? How are we going to do this? I mean, queen check looks right. But what do we do? It's such a tricky position to work out.
Do you think Aman will get to eat this energy bar we see there?
Should we put a bet on the energy bar? I don't think Aman will eat the energy bar during the game. Do you want to bet a glass of wine on the energy bar?
No, because I guess I think if the game goes to move 40, he will eat it. So the question is, will it go to move 40 or not?
Probably.
Probably not.
I really don't know.
Okay, I will bet you.
Oh no, it's too tense anyway. It's too tense anyway. Don't even know if I can.
Which move are we on?
Well, knight e3 has been played, and it's moved 31.
My bet is this will.
Well, Shirov's now under a minute as well. Look at the time.
I was going to say I don't think this will go to move 40.
Well, what's he going to do after? We still haven't found the right continuation after queen d3.
And Shirov doesn't look happy at all.
No, I mean the problem is when you're so strong as Shirov, you find your opponent's good moves. That's the thing, so you worry more. You know, if you're a patzer like me, you don't worry so much because, you know, you don't see your opponent's good moves, you just play. You're like, I'm not worried, I didn't see that. Okay, queen h1's been played. Now this looks like the right move. King a2, bang. And now knight d5, bang, straight away, great move. Great move. And he's threatening knight b4. He played it immediately. That's amazing. It's amazing he found this straight away. And brilliant move. Coming back and trying to... And he's still a pawn down. Brilliant attacking play at the moment. And the knight is threatening to come in to b4.
What if I play king b3?
King b3.
Queen e1.
Well, queen e1 looks good. Maybe there's some other options here as well. I mean, there's a number of tempters here, aren't there? But queen e1 threatening queen b4 is probably good enough.
Shirov down to 40 seconds.
Well, yeah, I think this is going. Okay, so let's just wait and see what Shirov... I mean, Shirov must be impressed with
And we have Eric Hansen in the chat.
We do. Go, Armin, go. He's doing it, Eric. He's doing the job. Eric, he's played a brilliant game so far. Absolutely amazing game. He has, though. He's played like nearly a perfect game.
And I think we will get Aman in here.
Oh, he's going for the king. King b3. He's done it. He's done it. You're thinking like Shirov today.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad.
Well done. I'm going to call you Miss Shirov now. So yeah. And well, okay. Queen e1. Let's just put this on the board. Queen e1 does certainly look like an idea. Maybe white can hold on for a bit. Rook takes d5. I mean, you know, possibly something like this. But of course, it's losing. Of course, it's losing. But you can try to hold like this. And of course, this is not going to work because there's probably a number. No, I mean rook d8. But you need to do something after queen e1. Yeah. I mean, what do you do? because it's a big threat. If I can check and win the knight here, then it's game over. So if Queen C4, for example, there's a number of good moves there. Queen A5, as we're saying, is one of them, but you can also start checking now as well. But this is the simplest, I'd imagine. It looks like what we're saying is it's a man to move. The time 20 seconds. In this position, it looks like Queen E1 is the best move, coming in for the kill. Will he find it? Yes, he's moving in. It must be so frustrating when your opponent keeps finding all these moves, you know. And now, how much time does Shirov? Is that Shirov's actual time? 30 seconds?
I don't know how accurate the clock times are.
Maybe.
Very accurate.
Well,
okay.
He's got 20 seconds to try to find something, anything. I think that bar's not going to be eaten.
No.
The cereal bar's going to have to stay in its packet. So, you know.
Maybe he can eat it in here once he's settled into our comfortable chair.
Ah, yes. He's gone. Well, like I said, I think he has to play.
This is move 35.
I think he has to. He has no other choice. Maybe he doesn't take on D5 here, but he had to get rid of that knight because the only possible way of doing it. Well, Queen A5 is such a big threat. It's such a big threat. So he's gone for it, and this must now be winning, completely winning.
He has taken it.
He's taken it. Well, I think it's the only way to play. But this Queen A5 is going to be doing the job because you have to go King C4. I mean, let's look at this. Queen A5. I mean, I think this is probably going to do the job. There might be other ways of doing it. Well, Queen E2, keep it on B2 is also very good. Queen A5 that's the move I'd play.
He did play.
I'd play this because the point is you have to go King C4. There's no other move to defend the knight, and after King C4, well, I think there's going to be a Rook C8 check.
Also, what about Queen A2?
Queen A2.
Forcing B3.
Let's just find. Yeah, Queen A4. Queen A4. There's so many ways to win this.
Queen A4.
Queen A4. Yeah, you have to go B4. And now, well, yeah, you can simply go Queen A2 check. You can simply take this queen off and go Rook takes B5. This looks pretty good to me, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. You don't think this is winning for black? This looks winning. This looks winning. It's a Rook up. So I don't know. There's a number of ways. Yeah, you can do a number of things here. But yeah, taking the knight is better. Sorry, in that last variation, of course.
And I think we will see a handshake now.
He's done it.
There we go.
Well done. Great game. That deserves a round of applause.
Very brilliant game by Aman, who we are going to try and get into our studio.
Well, he played excellently.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So.